Okay, for chunk 4, what you're going to do is you're going to, and it seems to be easy, but you've got to think about the information that you're gathering. You're going to get the information on all of your authors, and you're going to create signal phrases for them. So here's what you're doing. You're finding out why that author is an expert. I'm not going to believe that Joe Schmo is an expert until you tell me that it's actually Dr. Joe Schmo, who is a theoretical physicist and works for NASA. And then I'm going to be, oh my, Joe Schmo, yep, he or she is an expert. Okay. You're also going to create a fully functional and correct works cited page. So what you're going to do is you're going to have information on all of your sources. You're going to find their full name. That means first and last and their title. You're also going to find out if they're male or female so that when you are in the middle of writing, you can say he or she. Title, very important. Then you're going to find their employer. So if somebody's working for NASA, that's a big deal. Or the university that they're working for or are employed by. And their area of expertise. In other words, why are they an expert? If they have a PhD, which means that they have a doctorate of philosophy in something, PH means philosophy, D means doctor, then you're going to make sure that you put doctor and PhD in what area. Okay, so not all professors are PhDs, so you need to find what department they're working in and for what university. What is their expertise at a company or a magazine or a government institution? You need to find out why they are the expert. Then for your works cited page, you've got to do these things. You have to put your citations in alpha order by the author's last name. That means A, B, C, D, E. No extra spaces between citations, but you're going to double space the whole page. I know, it's weird. I had an issue with it myself. Then you're going to do a hanging indent. That's a strange thing as well. I'll show you how to do it in a sec. And you're going to put works cited at the top. Ooh, how fun, right? Okay. Details that you have to remember. Don't ever say he said or she said, because you're not actually speaking to them. They're not speaking to you. They've written, they've suggested, they've looked up all of your different variety of terms that you can use instead of say or said. I have a whole page of them. When you first talk about your author, you're going to introduce them with their title and that one thing or two things that really puts them over the top as far as credibility. Every borrowed idea that you use must be cited. So you've got to make sure that you have that. And these signal phrases you're going to have ready to go so that when you get there, you can just pop them in. Okay. Long signal phrase to begin with, the very first time you use an author. Then you're going to put in the short ones. Here are a whole bunch of different ways to do that. Dr. George Smith, comma, professor of chemistry at East Los Angeles Community College, comma, and then you put in something. And, ooh, there's more stuff. President of the Human Cloning Foundation believes, okay, he believes, not he says. Gotcha? Okay. Then this is the person that I got that information from. Smith argues, Then I put in Smith. Hi. Yes, thank you. Okay. Then I have another author who is, oh, phooey, never mind, having an issue. And life goes on. Huh? Okay. I have another author who is contradicting Smith, and this is Reverend John Brown, who is a minister of the Tabernacle Church in Dallas, Texas. Okay, I don't know what the Tabernacle Church is, but this person is a reverend. That's the title. He contends that, okay? Contends, not says. Then the National Review, okay, here's an organization that I have to make a signal phrase for. So here's what I said: a publication well known for its conservative stance. Now that's something that I got off of a website that discussed, without bias, just simply what it is. So the National Review is a publication, so they publish stuff, and they tend to be, which is what stance means, more conservative than liberal. Okay, so not a big deal, but that's how I identified them. It's not difficult to put these things together. You just have to think about it kind of a certain way. Okay, there are a lot of detailed ideas how to do these. I need you to put them together in these ways. So go through there. Here are some useful words. Besides, furthermore, overall, given the facts that, in contrast, because of, currently, all kinds of words that you can use. Okay, then we have the example of a works cited page. Now you don't need to worry about this thing up here, but notice it says works cited. There's a 1-inch margin, 1-inch margin, blah, 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 blah. So then notice this thing right here. This is called a hanging indent. You have to trick the computer into this. Now notice the whole thing is double spaced. So we have them in order: Bartholomew, Bennett, Killingsworth, Momaday. All right. So this one alphabetically is first. So I put this in, and then I've got to trick the computer. So I have to come over here to the end of this line, wherever it naturally ends, and I have to hit enter. That's going to make it think that that's a paragraph. So then I can hit my tab key and make this go in. Then when I come to the end of this, I'll hit enter again, and it'll automatically tab these other ones. If you need help with that, just let me know.